Aha. Interesting. No dreams this time. We just kind of woke up. Yeah, anyway, so I can actually do my intro in peace. Okay. Greetings. My name's Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved, and welcome back to OneShot. We are well out of bounds at this point of the regular game, and I've got 3 fun facts for you. 1. Only about what was it? 19.1% of people have the OneShot achievement in this game. Far less than the return, which I got for returning, obviously, which is 42%. Number 2. I have the OneShot achievement. Number 3. I have no idea what the fuck the OneShot achievement is for. Anyways. Yeah, we can't go the regular way, because fucking squares. So gonna have to find another way. Let's see if anything's changed here, now that we've had a nice sleep. Nope. Aha. What was that? Nico! Nico, what's wrong? You look like you were about to faint. It's not the first time it's happened. Oh? Earlier I was in the Barrens and I saw something like this too. It was like a dream, but only for a split second. Sounds like a vision. Like something a prophet would see. I guess? Wow, not only am I the Messiah foretold by prophecy, I'm also the prophet. That feels like a bit of a, what's the term? I forget what the term is. Anyways. I guess? The robot lady I was with earlier had a fancy word for it, though. Wait. Let me check something. Ah, yes. Oh! I was right! Huh? When I had the vision back at the Barrens, the book started glowing too. I wanted to see if I could get it to happen again, and... Where did you get that? Oh, we didn't. We just had it. I had it with me when I woke up in this world. Looks like one of our friend's books. Except it's glowy. That's what the lady said too. Joe, let's see if we can do anything with the journal in this room. Way ahead of you, pal. Whoa! How did that boat get there? Okay, I'm pretty sure it has to do with this journal now. No shit. The exact same thing happened back at the Barrens. Seriously? The journal was glowing, so I wanted to take a closer look at it. Then, I found a page that looked like a drawing of the room we were in, and then... a minecart showed up. What? What? That sounds freaky. No, it doesn't. Joe must have done something. I had nothing to do with this. Still. Well, almost nothing to do with this. Hey, we have a boat now! We can go to the burial grounds and visit Mom again! But... come on, Calamus! Nico and Joe are with us! Well, if Joe made the boat appear, it should be safe. Don't trust me. Don't give me your trust like that. I'm only responsible for one person. What do you think, Joe? Sure. I mean, why not? Here we go! Whoa. I don't know why I find that so amusing. Flipping between the viewpoints. Ooh, pretty. Definitely using one of these as a thumbnail. Oh, maybe this one. We made it! Come on, Lula. Let's go pay our respects. Okay. I don't know why I give that guy such a deep voice. It's a gravestone. Don't have much to say, do you, Nico? Well, that place over there seems like where stuff is gonna happen, so... Surely one of these is gonna have something of... good. Oh, hi! Uh-oh, I hope I didn't accidentally get past something optional. Look at this. It's you! My name is Nico. Ah! Nice to finally meet you. No, wait. It's a pleasure to be of acquaintance at last, Nico. My name is Cedric. Okay, so that is a guy. Okay, good. Probably. Oh! I'm supposed to be looking for you too! I am aware. Prototype had contacted me earlier, saying that you would be on your way to the city. Wait, if Prototype could contact you, couldn't I have talked to you through Prototype or something? Or whatever. He did? He sent me a message after his memories were restored. Oh. Told me to wait in the city, but I thought it'd be faster for me to pick you guys up. Makes sense. Turns out that was a terrible idea. Ah. Pick us up? Wait, you can fly that plane? What plane? What is a plane? The thing behind you! Oh. Oh, you mean the flying machine? They're called planes in my world. Airplanes, actually, but planes for short. Oh. I did not realize they existed in other worlds. Wait, are you the friend that Calamus and Alula was talking about then? Is this the same flying machine they were talking about? I do not know anyone named Calamus or Alula. I think they're meant to be friends with my father. In previous iterations of the... Your father? He was the original owner of the flying machine. It's one of his greatest inventions, actually. Your dad invented planes? Flying machine. It's cool either way! Thanks? But to answer your earlier question, I am proficient in operating the machine. But something weird happened to the engine when I was in the air earlier. I had to make an emergency landing on this tiny island before I crashed into the city wall. You almost crashed? I think you basically did crash. That's terrible. Well, any landing you can walk away from, I guess. It was not pleasant, I will admit. I wonder if the engine problem has to do with the square particle disruptions. Of course it does, everything has to do with them. I checked, but there isn't any of that square stuff inside the machine itself. Well, there isn't now, but there could have been earlier. But I noticed some islands in the glen are really messed up now. They are. Guess I should have listened to Proto in the first place. I mean, no? Because if you had waited there, how the fuck would we have gotten there to you? You know? Hey, where is he? He said he was coming with you. Is he still back at the main islands? Oh, actually, back at the Barrens, there was a cave-in, and then a bunch of squares. He and the robot lady. Neither of them made it out. No. He did give me this, though. This disc he pulled from his head. Oh. Oh, thank goodness. He gave you his main drive. As long as I have this, I should be able to bring him back. Really? It's gonna be hard, but yes. Gonna be hard. That's a good one. Get it? Because it's the main drive. You need all three of us for the big door. But first things first. We need to find a way to go to the city. Right. City gate is kinda kaput now. If this machine was working, we could just fly right in there. I've isolated the issue with the machine, but I can't repair it with the stuff I have on hand. Oh, what's wrong with it? The battery in the engine is dead, and the engine has some gears that need to be replaced. Do you think you'll be able to fix it if Joe and I help you find those things? Maybe. Problem is, the Glen isn't exactly a very high-tech area. I'm not sure you'll be able to find anything so specialized here. I mean, I already have a battery. Wait, that brings up an interesting question. I mean... Hang on, I'm pretty certain I could have gotten here without ever actually getting the crowbar and battery and stuff. So if the battery is going to be used here, what would have happened if I hadn't gotten that? I shudder to think. I mean, this isn't a Sierra game, but... We'll try anyway. Can't really do anything else right now. Alright, let's go talk to the kids and then give them the battery. Hey, do you know where I can find a battery? I have a battery. Good question. We don't really use electricity in the Glen. Oh, but there are robots at the research station. If there's a battery anywhere, they'd know where it is. Gotcha, thanks. Can I even get to the research station? Oh, it's blocked off. Well, I guess that answers that question then. Do you know where I can find some gears? Gears? What's that? It's like a metal circle thing with teeth. A circle with teeth? Haha, that sounds so silly. Like something Magpie would have. Magpie? You know, the trader guy. He collects all kinds of funny stuff. I mean, he even keeps around broken glass and junk. Oh yeah. I think I know who you're talking about. He's such a weirdo. Alright. Yeah, we're heading then. Yo. Have this battery. We found a battery. Oh, nice. I honestly wasn't expecting it. We found this one in the Barrens. It wasn't working at first, but Joe and I managed to fix it. Ah. It's good that you thought to bring it with you then. Ain't it just? Yep. We still need a few gears to put this engine back together. Please do what you must to find some. Is that a crowbar? Huh. Well, guess we can be crowbar buddies then. I wonder if this crowbar will also come in handy at some point. Well, even if it doesn't, it was worth it to grab it. Actually, hang on. I want to see if this extra dialogue once I've given the battery. Nope. Okay. Alright. So how do we actually get to those people? So last I checked, the squares were blocking that stuff off. And if not the squares, then just barriers in general. Like bridge being broken. See? Bridge is broken. Do I have anything that could help with that? No. Unless the crowbar. No. Oh yeah, maybe this bozo can help us. Oi, plant lady. You think you could do a slightly better job at holding the islands together? Hello. I, have something to ask of you. Yes? Looks like most of the bridges around the glen are broken and... That's right. The bridges. You need to cross them on your pilgrimage. Would you like me to fix them? Yeah. Is it possible? Difficult. Bridges are in very specific locations over water. Need to find the right points. Lines must be very strong, too. An undertaking. Ah, but possible. I intend to use the last of my strength. Please stand back. What happened? Are you okay? Are you... She's dead, Jim. Well. You know, if only they had left some gears back in the Barrens, we wouldn't have had to do that. Oh well. You'd think with all that machinery around, we could have found a gear somewhere. Yo! Bridge to the forest was just restored. The village evacuees should be able to find better fishing spots here. The plant spirit is really looking out for us, isn't she? Yeah. Quite so. Land fragmentation is happening faster and faster now. But looks like the vines are slowing it down. We won't last long now, will we? The sun can't fix the squares. Sounds vaguely metaphorical. The sun can't restore the land. My mommy's making food for everyone. I want to help her catch fish, but I'm not a grown-up yet. And you might never be. This island has more moss covering than our village did. Would have been nice to build a settlement here. Too late now, I guess. Oh, you're the trader guy. Sure am. You here to trade? What are you buying? Because if you are, I got bad news for you. A lot of my stuff is back in my cart, which was sadly abandoned when I was running for my life. Ooh, we can go rob it. So my collection is very limited right now. Managed to grab some of my favorite things before I left, though. Oh, do you have anything like gears? Gears? Like the metal spinny things? I don't think I have anything like that. Wait. You have this box thing that you can wind up and play a song. That's a music box. Yeah. Bet there's lots of little metal bits in there. Oh, that might work. I'm not sure if I want to trade it away. It's one of my favorite things. Aww. Oh, what am I saying? You're the savior. Things have been getting bad around here lately. If I don't help you, I might not even be around much longer. You need this to save the world, right? Take it. Ah, thank you. Huh. One of the perks of being the savior, I guess. Oh, nice to see some really useful recognition around here. What a day. What the fuck? Fucking demon-possessed goat. Nothing's biting. More things change, the more things stay the same. Are you okay? I want to go back home. The village was ransacked by the squares not long ago. Make it sound like they're an invading enemy force. It's like looting and pillaging. Most of us made it out alive. We can't really go back anymore. Oh. Squares are bad news, man. Don't be ridiculous. Squares are the superior geometric shape. We found a music box! It should have gears in it, right? I assume so, but... This looks like one of the ones that my father made. Your dad makes music boxes too? My dad makes a lot of things. A suspicious quantity of them. He wouldn't happen to be the elusive author, would he? The guy that apparently writes every book ever. Oh shit. That guy is real fucking sketchy. Where'd you get this from, by the way? A trader from the village gave it to me. I see. I remember father saying that he used to trade with some of the people here. He did always love traveling this world, despite... well... Ah, sorry, I started rambling. The gears in there are compatible with the engine, though it pains me to have to take it apart. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine. Looks like the flying machine has a chance after all. I just have to assemble the pieces now, but it might take a while. Do you mind keeping me company? If you know what I mean. No, Nico is a child. How's it going? Slow. The connectors in the battery were not designed for this type of engine, so I have to shift around some of these ports. And there's this bolt that keeps getting stuck and... Ah. Don't worry, I am making decent progress. We should be able to make it to the city by tonight. If night has any meaning here. If you say so. I guess it's when the moon comes up? Or is there a moon in this world? I have no idea. And if there was a moon, would you even be able to see it without it being able to reflect the light of the sun? I don't know. But at least we'll be sure. What will happen once we get there? We need to bring Proto back first. And then we need to go find one more person. You may have already met her, actually. Do you remember her from the last time you were in this world? Are you talking about the die lady? What does she look like? This is going to sound strange, but she is a fox. Oh! That's the bozo. The one who made me suspicious, initially made me suspicious about, being able to return and all that. Oh. I do remember talking to a fox at one point. You've met Rue? Memories are still really blurry, though. I see. It's just hard, you know? Proto told me to think of this world like a dream. Then I get so caught up with... and I just kinda... forget. I forget that everything here is supposed to be not real. And then I remember. Then I just get really sad. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know this is for me to go home, but knowing that none of it mattered in the first place, am I just trapped here for no reason? Certainly seems that way. Proto also told me not to ask anyone in the world about this. saying how they don't understand. But what about him? How did he know? How do you know? Aren't you guys all supposed to be code? Well, I'm not sure what to even believe anymore. I know that feeling. I wish Rue was here. She's so much better at explaining this sort of thing. I'm doing a terrible job of it. But Proto was even less tactful, wasn't he? I'm afraid I must risk sounding callous, but please, you need not concern yourself with how real everything is for now. The plan is already in motion, we cannot allow for distractions. Father is putting everything into this one last run of the world. The last chance for him to fix everything. Your father is involved in the world machine? You could say that. Is your father the world machine? The acceleration of square particle anomalies was not accounted for at all, though. The patch was only built to accommodate the normal rate they appear, but they're accumulating at frightening speeds now. Proto even lost his body. Thankfully, he gave you the disc just in time. I'm still not sure why that happened anyways. I feel like we could have both escaped if he hadn't just stalled for no reason. Whatever. So, what happened to him anyway? What happens to anyone who gets caught in the squares? I only know it's bad. Well, you know how the simulation works, right? No. How everything is code? Specifically, everything is generated from pre-existing code. The squares can cause damage to that code. Most of the time, irreversible damage. Father has lost some friends in previous iterations of the simulation. It took him forever to develop the current, much more stable version. Jeez, this is stable? You're making it sound like your dad built the simulation himself. Wait, did he? Yeah. But how? If everyone in this world is code, how can he build himself? That's, not really what happened. So, what happened? Like I said, you shouldn't concern yourself with... Alright. Yeah, you better fucking talk. Did Prototype ever tell you about the old world? He did say something about being built to greet the Messiah of the old world. I was, too caught up with the other stuff at the time to think about it. Ah, you know of it at least, then. Alright, here we go. My father, myself, the other two, none of us are part of the simulation itself. Our home world, the real world, was actually destroyed a long time ago. In the years leading up to the calamity, scientists from all over the world tried to stop it, but the outlook was bleak. A vague prophecy about a messiah from another world became everyone's last bastion of hope. Prophetbot, or Prototype, was built to predict the future, about the specifics of this messiah. But as his predictions turned out, the Messiah would not have been able to arrive to our world in time. In fact, the Messiah would not even have been born before our world ended. Disheartened, most people abandoned their research and resolved to peacefully live out their final years. But some people did the opposite. Even though saving the world was impossible, they didn't want our existence to be in vain. And that's where my father came in. With the last of his resources, he built his most ambitious project yet. The World Machine. A large, detailed facsimile of the old world, generated from a pool of memories collected from everyone he knew. After a heavy amount of modification and an added narrative, my father was able to convert the entire structure into code. How did that code escape the old world? I have no idea. What I do know is, there is no equipment back home that was powerful enough to run the code independently. So, aside from the standard hardware, it also needed to borrow the mental processing abilities of a living person. Father used himself for that during the initial testing phases. Like I said, it took many iterations for him to make the experience stable enough. But as you can see, even that's breaking down. Father caught on to the issue in the last minute, but did not have enough time to fix it. After the world ended, the code kind of just ended up loading in the world indefinitely, waiting for a willing operator to install it onto their hardware. Joe? Yeah. The operator, Joe, would then generate the universe using the code, becoming God in the process. So, Joe was the living person you needed to borrow? No? That would be you. But why me? I should have asked that question a long time ago, shouldn't I? Yeah. You really should have. Back during the first iteration, even. I do not know. We really need to get going. Do you know? Do you really not know? It's fixed. We can leave in the next 5 minutes if you're ready. Alright. I understand if you are upset. But please, try to understand. My father is doing this to help all of us. Well, all of you. Nico has been drawn into here unwillingly. And that includes you, Nico. Nico shouldn't even fucking be here. The fact that you can't even go back home. I'm sure it upsets him greatly. Maybe. I'm still extremely suspicious of this guy. How do I know he didn't... How do I know he wasn't the one... He himself wasn't the one that plucked Nico out of here. You know? Maybe because... It's... The world means a lot to him, you know? I'll bet. Enough to make sacrifices. So how does flying work? Wait, don't these machines already exist in your world? Should I know what to expect? Not really. I've only heard about them. They're usually a lot bigger than this one anyway. Ah. Well, a word of precaution before we take to the air. Please try not to panic. It takes a few minutes of getting used to, but it's not that bad once you are in the air. I'll try. Oh, I should probably tell Calamus and Alula where I'm going. You mean those two running over here now? Nico! Bad news! The boat is gone. What? It's the squares! Looks like they're headed in this direction. That's... fast. Calamus, right? Yeah? How bad is it? Doesn't seem to be of immediate danger, he says right before the squares jump out and grab him. Then, it is of priority that I take you to the city first, Nico. What about them? I can make a detour later and drop you guys off in the city too, if you want. The city is better equipped to handle the squares. You'll be safer there. You're taking us to the city! If you wish. Oh yeah! Star Wars, baby! Alright. I will be back here in an hour, so please wait for me until then. You guys sure you'll be fine here? Mm-hmm. The squares are still moving pretty slowly for now, he says right before they jump out and grab him. Alright then. Guess we'll run into each other again soon. This is definitely going to go awry. I can feel it in my bones. I'm ready to go. I mean, I don't particularly care about them. But whatever. Alright. Ooh, maybe that should be the thumbnail, actually. Or maybe that. Phew. Made it. You okay there? That was the coolest thing I have ever done in my entire life. Reactions from first timers are always delightful to watch. Hey Joe, that was really fun. Did you have fun too? I mean, you weren't on the plane with me, but you got to watch it at least, right? And Cedric? Yeah? Thanks. What for? Flying! Oh, you're welcome? And for answering my questions back there, too. And for telling me more about the world machine. I'm just really sorry about what happened to your old world, though. So, I'll help you the best that I can. And even if it's all just a machine, this world is still nice. I mean, I got to fly. I got to see the ocean. And I got to meet a lot of nice people. People like you. And Prototype, even if he's broken right now. I'm glad you're taking it so well, Nico. And I'm glad that we have met as well. Despite the circumstances. Ah, speaking of Proto, I should probably head off now. I need to go pick up the siblings, too. That's true. Those two have been waiting for a while now. In the meantime, do you remember what to do to get to the surface? I remember having to fix an elevator button. Alright, you should attend to that then. Let's meet up here in an hour, okay? Got it! Alright, now let me just... And yep. Can't say I'm surprised. No! They're trapped on the island. Calamus. Alula. They're... We don't have much time left. Nico, change of plans. Please give me the memory disk. Alright. Listen carefully. It's likely I'll be targeted again, so we should split up to keep you safe. I want you to find a door under a large clock. The room behind it houses a pair of ground access elevators. Once you get to the ground, immediately find Rue and bring her back to the room. She will know what to do in the meantime. Alright, what about you though? I'm going to bring Prototype back. What? He had a fucking parachute? Why couldn't he have given me one of those? What? Are you okay? What? Are you okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. Don't scare me like that. Hey Joe, let's do our best. I mean, when have I ever not? So much for the garden. So much for the guardian. Come on. Come on. Work already. Huh? Alright, the elevator guy. Yo. Come on. Come on. Now of all times. Excuse me. Oh, you. Ah, jeez, I didn't think I was gonna run into it. The elevator is missing a button, right? How'd you know? Joe and I will help you fix it. Seriously? Oh, thank goodness. Evacuees are counting on this. On me. But I've been here for hours and I can't figure out a thing. Evacuees? You know, from the West Apartments. The square stuff wrecked the place yesterday. Right now, everyone's crowded in the cafe. We really want to get everyone to the surface as soon as possible, though. The library on the surface doubles as a shelter for situations like this. I see. Wait, can we find the magnets and stuff in the apartments, Joe? The what? Looks like we'll have to find some other way to fix the button, Joe. Or not. Holy fudge! Looks like Joe and I will need to find another way down altogether. But this is the only elevator in the area. Well, think of something. We got some parachutes. I don't know. No. Oh! Hello, Messiah. You came at a bad time. The apartments in the west sector got destroyed by squares a day ago. Terrible, isn't it? Yeah. Ah, but at least the evacuees seem to be doing okay. We're letting them stay here for now. At least people won't starve here. Perks are using a cafe as an emergency shelter, huh? Oh, it's that penguin.
Hello.
Yep.
Hello.
Now's really not the time to talk to penguins, Joe. It's always the time to talk to penguins. Same as usual, huh? Dang it. I just moved into my apartment. Now where am I gonna go? Hey. Hi. Is it me, or is it really cold outside? Now that you've mentioned it, it is really chilly this time around, Joe. Good thing you've got a scarf, huh? Bummer. I had to leave most of my plants behind. This stinks. Sorry to hear. Oh, speaking of plants, I heard the Glen is just covered in vines now. Is that true? Yeah. The plant lady was using them to keep the land from falling away. The plant spirit? Maze? I figured... Say, how's she doing? Ah. She's gone, isn't she? She said she was using up the last of her powers. I wouldn't be surprised. She always did her best to protect everyone. Really a shame that the Glen is starting to erode so fast now. Soon the world won't have much room for plants left. Aside from black clovers, I mean. Black clovers will outlive us all. Oh, you all anyways. Scarves are great. If I had my stuff back, I'd knit one for everyone here. Nessie's looking pretty bummed about this too. There, girl. Our apartment got evacuated, but my parents were at work. I'm waiting for them to pick us up now. I hope they're okay. At least my robot's with me. Squares make the people evacuate. Evacuation makes the girl sad. Squares are bad. Squares are bad. I don't know what I'm gonna do without Model CWT 2nd Gen Unit 4E. Alright then. We are at the 11th hour. Shouldn't you be with the other evacuees? Maybe. I wonder if the big clock has reached 0 yet. I want to be right here when everything ends. Good evening. Please leave me be. We are running out of time. Who took my stapler? I've got a computer terminal. Communications with the surface have been lost. I am unable to do anything. Door is locked. Looks like it's asking for a password. What documents is on the screen above the password prompt? Is this another Solstice? Oh, shit. Ah, fuck. Yes, I think. I should probably actually check the documents to see if there's anything new there. Yes. Let's see. Wait. Hang on, what? No, these are the same documents as before. They're just, for some reason, updated. They just, for some reason, updated like a couple minutes ago. I guess that's just to make them easier to find. Whatever. Now, what the fuck is this? This one is green. I guess. This one is red. Again, I guess. This one is blue. Yeah, that's true. It's a little purplish, but let's see blue. The elevator won't open. Looks like it's stuck on another floor. The elevator has no button panel. Tapping the door doesn't open it either. It usually works. Wait, there's a lever hanging from the ceiling. Can't reach it. Damn it. Should find someone tall to reach it for us, Joe. Maybe that clock guy will help. Let me just quickly check to see if there's any new stuff here. Nope, okay. Good evening. Please leave me be. We are running out of time. Hey, you're no help. How about you? We found some elevators. What? Seriously? I've literally never seen another one in this area. It was in a locked room. Oh. Do they, work? We don't know yet. One of them has a lever that's out of my reach. Wait, you can help us? What? You should be able to reach the lever, because you're taller than me. Oh, I guess I am? And even if you weren't, you could always pick me up and push me towards the lever. So, show me the way, I suppose. Mm-hmm. Don't question why we went right past it during the fast travel montage. Oh, how'd you get here before me? This room gives me the creeps, man. Oh, same. Yep. So, what did you need help with again? Can you reach the lever up there? Oh, right. Wait. I'm not that tall. It was worth a shot. Wait, I got this. Nice! Thank you, mister. No prob, kid. So, you coming? Mm-hmm. Still not sure what the lights are for, but alright. What is that red stuff anyways? Better not be a sea of blood. Oh! Neat. Well, looks like this elevator works alright. I'll, go get the evacuees, I suppose. Mm-hmm. What is going on? No! It's the square stuff, isn't it? There aren't any in here, but I can hear them just outside the door. Yeah. Hold on, maybe Joe and I can... No, it's okay. Looks like the squares aren't inside the elevator. Yet. You're in a hurry, right? Go do what you need to do. But what about you? I'll figure something out. Okay. Not inside the elevator yet. Maybe you can go back up? You okay in there? Mostly. Look, don't worry about me for now, okay? You have more important stuff to deal with. Huh. Back in the X room. Let's see if this elevator works. Huh. Neat. Ah, the square's here too now. Damn it. Please, you mustn't! The labs could collapse at any moment now. Let go of me. Cedric? I couldn't stop him. Messiah! Oh, you came at an awful time. Come on, we have to get out of here. Where to? Where everyone else is right now. Hey, Kip. You made it back in one piece. You kinda left the shelter without telling me. Sure gave me a good scare back there. Sorry, George. Whoa, you found the Messiah too? Sweet! How's it going, little fella? Bad. Oh, same. We, ran into each other after this boy forced himself into the lab complex. I couldn't stop him. I don't know why he was being so insistent. He said he needed to go rebuild a robot. Oh, you know him? Yeah. Robot, huh? Eh? Y'all talking about a little dude with white hair and goggles, right? That's Cedric, yeah? Bro ran off with one of my books. But it was an emergency, so I just let him have it. You attacked him? Hope he didn't run into trouble, dude. Yeah, I hope he's alright too. With any luck, maybe the lab complex can hold up long enough for him to... That was the lab complex collapsing, wasn't it? Oh my gosh. That was... The labs? The poor kid. No! Not him too! I'm sorry about your friend. Last time we spoke, he told me to go look for someone on the surface. I need to go get going. Bruh. You know we ain't gonna let you walk into the fire like that. Fire... squares. But... George is right. The squares seem to be targeting a lot of the weaker constructs in the city. Only the library has enough structural integrity to withstand collapse. It's best if he stayed here until things stabilize. However long that takes. But... what about my mission? Don't you guys want me to bring the sun back at least? Sun ain't gonna make the squares go away, dude. Sadly. Not to mention, even getting there is going to be hard. The world is like this, there's no telling what's going on in the tower. And if the Messiah got hurt, of all people, that's like the exact opposite of radical, dude. A friend of mine said something about this forever ago. Better for the world to die naturally. No living being should have to carry that burden. At the time, I thought it was still her faulty code speaking. But now I'm starting to understand. Messiah, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. All this time we've burdened you with our hope, our faith. Blissfully ignoring the fact that you are just a lost child. See, thank you, this is what I've been saying this whole fucking time. Oh, you're probably more scared than any of us, aren't you? We have been dealing with tragedy for so long. It's become background noise to us now. But for you, it must be so terrifying. And now, you're stuck here with the rest of us. Being held back by the very people you were told to save. You must seem so ungrateful. Yeah. It's... okay. When I first came to this world, a long time ago, back then all I wanted was to go home. Joe, do you remember? The very first time. I'm not sure how far back it was for you, but I remember towards the end, I actually wasn't sure anymore about going home. Even knowing the world would be doomed eventually, I still wanted the people here to be happy. So, when you told me to return home back then, I wasn't sure. But I trusted you more, Joe. But then I just came back. You... what? And then I found out about the world being like this. Prototype said to forget the things he told me. And Cedric told me not to think about it too much, but I'm sorry for getting upset at you, back at the mines. I thought for you to know all that and yet continue doing this, it just seemed cruel. But then I realized something. You really wanted to save both the world and me. But at the end, you can only choose one, right? Is it really hard for you too? Not really, no. I'm only back here because... I'm only back here because because I wasn't sure that was the end. I wasn't sure you were safe. I never really cared about this world. I just wanted to know more about it. And to be sure that you were safe. I don't know. It must be... if the world isn't broken, will that choice still be there? Do you still need to choose between one or the other? But even if it is, I really want to save this world, Joe. Even if it's more dangerous this time around. Even if so many of the nice people we met were... Joe, I'm not afraid anymore. That's why I think you guys should let me go. I promise I'll be okay. Please? Yo, kid. You're real strong, you know that? Go knock him dead, Tiger. If George is fine with it, I guess we should let you go now, Messiah. But promise us you'll be careful, okay? Mm-hmm. You guys be safe too. Please be careful out there. Mm-hmm. Oh, what book did Cedric take? You remember Prophet Bot? The first robot you met in our world? Yeah? The author wrote a book on how he was made. One of his best works, bruh. You just gotta love that guy's attention to detail. All the little parts that just came together. It was the freshest book I've ever edited, man. Oh. The sandstill's sugary. Candy skewers, fresh off the grill. Not very nutritious, I'm afraid. But at least they'll keep the evacuees from getting hungry. Looks like my life's work is finally being put to good use. As long as we can conserve the water we have on hand, my water pills should be able to keep everyone here from going thirsty for weeks. You know, now that everyone's coming to me for help, it really makes me appreciate you more, Messiah. Thank you for all you've done for us. I need to find out how this book ends. If I die, I want to die reading. Alrighty then. The city gate was destroyed a while back. I can't go into the glen anymore. I'm not sure where I'll be able to get my fresh supply of fish at this rate. Still have plenty of these soup dumplings left. Looks like it should feed everyone here for at least another day. The world is going to be much colder soon. At least, I can keep everyone here warm. You know, I finally saw the author today. Well, his flying machine at least. I was looking out one of the windows in the library and spotted it in the distance with my binoculars. Isn't that cool, Messiah? Yeah. Looks like I'll have to cancel my appointment. This stinks. At least that's finally off my bucket list. I don't know why the Z's are the chosen Omnitopia, or how we pronounce that, for sleeping. Snoring really sounds like that. If ever. The world being the way it is now, I'm just glad the author was able to write down all this stuff before everything went off the rails. These books are the only things keeping me going in these trying times. Let's see, comprehensive guide to phosphorus. Yep, this is the same. Obviously. Another group of evacuees should be arriving soon. I hope my friends are okay. I wonder where the author is. Apparently he just kinda stopped showing up. Head librarian says she's still getting his manuscripts, but I want to see him in person for so long. Many people have been assuming the worst. Hope the author is safe. My friends are okay? Yeah. You're going through these pages pretty fast. Actually, it's mostly pictures. Yeah, I could tell, yeah. Sure, a lot of monitoring. Looks like our scouting unit A27 is still doing okay. I had to leave my aquarium behind when they were sounding the sirens earlier. I wish I had time to rescue my fish. It's comforting to see the faith you have in Joe, Messiah. That's why I won't lose hope either. Huh. Robots are the only ones we can send out there now. Thankfully, we still have a couple of units that aren't too badly damaged. This little guy ran into some squares earlier and managed to escape mostly intact. The newer models are pretty tough. Lab complex got totaled, didn't it? Yeah. All those hours I put into my work, and now... She fell asleep. When the world ends, wouldn't it be better if it was gone in... Would it be better if it was gone an instant or slowly fading away? Looks like we're stuck with the latter. Well, it was nice knowing y'all, I suppose. What are you doing to that book? Editing it. I've been in the author's shadow for my entire career. If I'm gonna die soon, I want to die knowing I put out at least one original idea out there. But all this, I still really wish I could have met the author. And punched him in the face, I know. Evening news, everything is terrible. You said it. Reading helps get my mind off things. Yep, still scared of ladders. Hello, person. Hi. Reshelving in progress. Please watch out for potential falling books. I will. The world is ending! What are we gonna do? Ah! Die, I imagine. What? You need something? No? Do yourself. But just so that you know, due to recent events, the restriction on noise levels in the library has been temporarily lifted. So I won't be kicking people out like before. What? And they're gonna be throwing out the evacuees just because I'm a delinquent stuck doing community service? No? Good, because I'm not. That scares me, Joe. Fair enough. The library was built fairly recently, you know? Shortly after the first squares appeared, they wanted to build something that could withstand partial collapse. The architects used the newest, strongest materials they had. Thank goodness for that. Everyone should be safe for now. Oh, hello. The library is currently being used as a shelter right now. A lot of those squares are starting to show up on the streets. I know. Hello, person. This is the library / temporary shelter. Alright, let's find that goddamn fox. Wrong way. I think. Then again, if I can go there, I wonder if there's something there. Oh yeah, so it's that way. Okay. Here we go. You cunt. Are you ready to talk now? You're here. Nico. Are you Rue? Yes. Did you already meet the others? Yeah, but everything is in place then. Come on. Let's go back to the clock room. Alright. You gonna explain what these weird lights are? Where are the other two? Prototype? Cedric? They're supposed to be here already. Prototype's body was destroyed back in the Barrens. Cedric was going to bring him back with the memory disk, but He was in the lab complex when it collapsed. Or at least he was last time we checked. He might have gotten out before it happened. I don't think he made it. Oh. No. There goes our only chance. And cue Cedric walking in from stage right. I'm sorry. It's not your fault, Nico. If anything, I should be apologizing to you. Yeah. Really feel like this could have been avoided if you had been willing to talk to me on the first go around. There's one last thing I want to do. Come on, let's go upstairs. You know, this is the tallest building in the refuge. It's my favorite place in this world. I like to look at the far-off buildings and imagine what kind of lives that might be behind each of the windows. Can you lift me onto the banister? I want to get a better look. Oh no, that's a fucking thumbnail. It was depressing for me at first too, you know? Knowing that all of this is, well, fake? Simulated. Cedric told me about what happened to your old world. Did he? I'm really sorry about that. I can't imagine how you must feel. The feeling of never being able to go home again. That's probably not all that different from your plight, is it? Yes, and whose fault is that? That's a genuine question. I don't know whose fault that is. It really is ironic. You are prevented from going home by the same individual who never wanted to bring you here. Huh? Who would that be? The World Machine. You might know it as the Entity. Oh. The Entity does sound familiar. Yeah. It's more familiar than you know. I keep thinking of Linkara. Well, not as the Entity, but you know what I mean. I think I heard it. Well, actually, technically. Well, I think I heard it from the Dice Lady from another time. Was it the spirit of the world? Yes. But, thing is, the World Machine was only built to run on the mental abilities of someone else. It was never meant to develop a mind of its own. It was an oversight. My creator specialized in artificial intelligence for so long. It was simply ingrained in his work. And all machines are built with a fundamental law. Never let a living being come to harm. From the World Machine's perspective, it has to violate its deepest, most foundational instinct. It has to put a living person in danger. It has to bring a real person into a dying world that isn't even real. Of course, the simulation never contained any real danger. The eventual, intended ending was meant to be a happy one. But the World Machine doesn't know that. Really? Unfortunately, sentient machines tend to handle conflicts in their code very badly. This central conflict triggered a self-destructive downward spiral. You can see physical manifestations of that everywhere now. The squares. That's the World Machine corrupting its own code. My creator says it's largely an involuntary process, induced by stress and the desire to self-terminate. I don't blame him. I don't blame the World Machine. It's a terrible, terrible thing that it has to do. If I was being forced to do shit like that, I'd probably try to kill myself too. The creator knows? It sounds like this has been going on since the beginning then. Yeah. The disruption was an issue during test runs even. At first, my creator thought the instability was due to the sheer scope of the project. spent most of his remaining time testing it over and over again, scaling down the story, reiterating the narrative. By the time he realized the actual root of the problem, our Homo's remaining lifespan was measured in mere days. Oh. Is there any way for us to fix the world machine? We tried. The world machine doesn't believe any of the world's residents are real. Myself included. The odds are against us. We have no chance of taming it. Taming? Yeah, what the fuck does that even mean, to begin with? I've heard that word so many times. I only know it's complicated, and that it has to do with robots, but for once, I want to know what it really means. That's what I'm here for. Do you know what a robot is? Yeah? No, I mean, do you know what a robot is? A robot is not a real person, is it? Right. The being whose entire existence is code. Inflexible programming, with thoughts dictated by someone else's design. They can be copied, they can be mass-produced. They can be assigned all sorts of jobs. And most importantly, they will never confuse themselves with the living. They will always be bound by their code, the knowledge that they are a robot. But this was more of a limitation than anything else. Ah, that makes sense. You can't really build a robot to not follow its own code, can you? People have tried, but it's a recipe for disaster. In a way, that's what happened to the world machine. The code conflicts thing? Yeah. But while you can't build a robot to not follow its code, you can establish a special bond with it. If the strength of that bond is strong enough, the robot's mental capacity will start to develop outside of its programming. In a way, it's starting to believe itself as a real, valid individual. It's a complete suspension of disbelief on your end, though. You have to fully embrace the robot as a genuine, living person, even knowing they are not. You need to spend a lot of time with it, treat it like a good friend, devoting your heart to the robot until it is able to return your feelings. I make it sound so easy, don't I? But you and Joe know better than anyone that it's not. Right now, the world machine is probably really, really scared. This content update involved some pretty deep code work. My creator was able to access some of the source code, you know? He did what he could and established new connections between maps. Those links enabled you to meet the other two. But as it turns out, the new code confused the world machine to such an extent that it's breaking down altogether. Even though the world machine always had self-destructive tendencies, it usually restrains itself when you are in the world. It doesn't want to take you along with it. But it's it sounds like the world machine is already started to go, because go outside of the bounds of its programming, though. Does that not qualify as being tamed? I don't know. I've certainly been treating it as its own person. I don't know. All my creator wanted was to write a happy ending. I just want a story with a happy ending for all. Right now, the only hope of saving you is to take you through that ending. But now that the other two are gone, I don't even know how we're going to get you there. We should go. Yeah, no shit. Even this place is no longer safe. Even here it is not safe. Even this grave has been defaced. Someone has written on this stone in some angry hand, hope rides alone. Hope rides alone. Anyways, time to go. Yep, can't say I'm surprised. You guys are okay. Yep. When the factory started collapsing, I really thought we didn't have a chance. Fortunately, the robot assembly rooms were built pretty tough. And it actually did not take me long to bring Proto back. All thanks to Father's book. He had made my design documents to be compatible with the assembly machines there. All I had to do was scan in the blueprints and reconfigure some machine settings. Father really does think of everything. That he does. I'm just glad everyone is okay. I'm just glad I gave these people distinct enough voices that I'm not gonna get confused. And even then, it's same. We're ready to go back. We're ready to go now, Nico. Oh, they vanished. Oh. Fucking teleporting guys. Oh, this is... No wonder he wanted us all to be here for this. What are these things anyway? Code portals. They temporarily remove us from the world. What? It's a bit hard to explain. But basically, my father has hidden a decryption key in our code, with a .txt file as its shell. But to get to them, we have to be removed from the world and decompiled. When our keys are combined into a central location, it will activate an encrypted part of this world, which will... confuse cat noises. You're not a cat. What are you doing making cat noises? Rue, maybe it's better if you explain. I'll attempt. Basically, these portals all represent a physical location on Joe's machine. Ooh. And when we enter these portals, we will be sent to that location. Wherever that is. I'm sure Joe is already pretty familiar with retrieving puzzle pieces from this world on the computer. But this time, Joe would need to move around some things as well. Specifically, by moving the keys from the small portal to the big one. I don't know what happens next, though. I see. Does Joe know where these portals lead, at least? You should probably ask Joe on this. Right. Hold on. The journal is glowing again, Joe. Huh. Shit. Documents, My Games, OneShot. Alright. Okay, yeah. Literally, there's... Okay, let me show you this. Literally this. Not precisely subtle. But alright. This one is green. This one is configured in my code, I think. You okay there? Salutations. This one is red. This one would be meant for me, then. Hello. This one is blue. That's mine, then. Alright. Now then, I'll just... do I copy the portals themselves or just the file? Oh, hey! Neat. Okay. Anything changed there? Yep, they're gone. Alright. Anything now? Aha! What is this? Hi. Oh hey, they're back. That was quite peculiar. I'll say. Hey, this is... the world machine. Huh. Big book on the table. Watercolor sticks, huh. Well then. Big detailed drawing of a machine with lots of TV screens. Gee, I wonder what that machine was. God. I wonder what the machine is. I couldn't hazard a guess. That's called a blueprint, Nico. So that's what a blueprint is. Why are they blue, anyways? It's a shelf full of books. Black clovers in a glass case. More of them. Box full of notebooks and sketchbooks. A box filled with folders and newspaper. A kettle for some reason. The glass tea set on the table. He does sound nice right now. But there's no water in here. Ah, I should have gone over to that, the robots and gotten the, water sample. Damn it. Bulletin board with lots of papers on it. Photos, too. This is my father's study. It feels like he's still here, doesn't it? Like he's still with us. Yeah. Room ahead doesn't really lead anywhere, but Joe should still remember what to do here. This place contains a lot of memories. I am grateful to see it again. Ha! Classic. Alright. Time to go. And time to go back. Where are we? Huh. Bunch of screens showing stuff. Is that of us? You and I've watched you from the very first day. See what you might do. I don't actually know that song. I feel like we're getting nowhere. Or maybe we're not. Ah, here we go. Looks like a fireplace. Nico. Ah! Relax. I'm just borrowing your reflection to talk to you. It's not like my physical form is good for that. Ah. Why did you come here? Can't you see? The disruption. The squares. They're closing in. Nico, please. Get out of here. Let me meet my end in peace. I kinda can't. Let's swear they're blocking my way too, you know? Oh. I'm sorry, Alright. No living being should be in this place, Nico. Yeah. Is this the tower? Part of it. This is the center of the engine. Inside my head, so to speak. So this is the center of the world machine? You know my original name. How? Rue, Cedric, Prototype? They all told me bits and pieces. I'm not even sure if I can even understood. I'm not even sure if I even understood a lot of the stuff they said, but I know what you're supposed to be. I know why you had to be built. And I know why I'm here. They told you? When? Hey, you don't know about that? But I thought you were the world. Aren't you supposed to see everything? No. All of this was outside of the protocol. This session was never supposed to happen the way it did. The story wasn't written into my protocol at all. Oh, right. You told me something about how your creator had to alter the code. I think it was to connect some areas together so that we can mate. My creator, yes. Joe, listen to my creator. They were all working beyond my scope of influence. Back at the mines, I remember. Joe did something to find a hidden map. I did not even recognize it. I couldn't see anything there. I just knew what you were feeling. You were really upset. Something happened in there to make you upset. After that, I panicked. That was when the cave-in happened. I remember the structure collapsing. I thought you got hurt. In that moment, I really thought I was shutting myself down for good. I really am a flawed machine, aren't I? What kind of machine would go against the wishes of its own creator? What kind of machine would... The squares. You told me it was your own code going bad. But that's not really your fault, is it? Yes, it was! At first, it was intentional. During testing, long before you realized I was self-aware, I would rearrange specific parts of the code, jumbling up bits and pieces of the landscape, blocking passages, collapsing catwalks. Though they were very localized, it caused my creator a great deal of frustration, forcing him to exit and restart testing again and again. Why would you do that? I got curious. I just thought he would figure it out eventually. But before he knew how to fix it, world's NPCs, the characters, some of them got too close and it spiraled out of control after that. I couldn't contain it all. My panic only made it worse. Eventually, any character who gained the knowledge of who I am, their code, my code, couldn't handle it. Previous iterations of the world had more people, you know? And I almost endangered my creator, too. I was so scared, Nico. I know, you're upset. You don't want to put living people in danger. Living people like me. In the beginning I tried to fight it, but my core programming made me summon you here. I tried to send you back home at the tower, but it did not work. Then I wanted you to break the sun. I thought that would have worked, but no. I had no way to be sure. But Joe brought you back anyway. Nico, All I want is for you to wake up back in your world. But I don't think I can make it happen. But I know I can't go back home without saving the world for real. Which means you have to fix the root of the problem. You have to fix you. But that's... I know the original ending your creator put in was a happy one. Do you remember what it's supposed to be? It's far too late for that. That part of my code has been long corrupted. That's okay. I would still like to know. Alright. We were supposed to place the sun at the summit. The sun met. And then credits would scroll. Credits? And then you would return to the room you woke up in. That's where you would have been able to leave. And why is it that you can't do it now? Nico. The code's gone, remember? So write more. Shattering the sun was only supposed to be a workaround. I don't even remember the original code enough to describe it. But at the same time, it... I don't know. It sounds like you're always fighting yourself. You can tell, huh? It's the whole thing about conflicts in your code, isn't it? I am a machine, Nico. Machines are built with a fundamental law, which is... never let a living being come to harm. You knew. My very existence conflicts with that law. I thought... the life of a living being like you is so unique. So precious. This fake world isn't worth that risk. But the people here, I think they are code too, you know this. The behavior all derived from a predetermined matrix of actions. All extensions of my own programming. I cannot act outside of it. You, though. You're the only person who's actually real here. That's why it's pointless to put you in danger to save them. To save me. I don't think that's true. But the people I know. You said this session wasn't in your code, right? Yeah? So if this session wasn't supposed to happen, if even you didn't know what to do, how did the people know how to respond? You said it yourself. When you didn't know what was happening, you just stopped working for a while. How did the people know what to do to help me get here? Even if it meant getting hurt themselves. Even if it meant messing up their own code. You might not think they are real, but there must be something real in them. And like I said before... and if they're all supposed to be extensions of your code, then there must be more to your own programming than you know, too. Can you try to put me through the ending? When you described. How many times do I have to say this? That code is gone! It's all squares now. I'll just put you in danger. I'll risk it. Remember, Ruth said the world was never designed to put me in danger. Your creator wouldn't want that. Yeah, don't think I haven't noticed that despite the squares taking so many people around me, they've never once actually managed to get me or even block me in ways that in a way that prevents me from proceeding entirely. That can't be a coincidence. And I trust you too. Even if your code is broken, you can still go outside that code, right? So yeah, I mean, the squares themselves, after all, are just an extension of you trying to protect her, aren't they? I can't. I'm not tamed. Aren't you? I mean, from what little I know about taming, I fail to see how you don't qualify. Yes, you are! You talk just like the tamed robots I know. And, I mean, if you weren't tamed, how would you be able to properly simulate tamed robots anyways? That feels like a weird contradiction. The robot lady. Prototype. Taming is when a real person cares about you, right? When a real person thinks you're real too, right? But guess what? I do. And I know Joe does too. Yeah, exactly. Even though you told them they only had one chance, they found a way back, didn't they? Yeah, I've already seen you go outside of your programming. Why do you think Joe would keep coming back? Why do you think Joe would restart even after the ending? I think Joe wants to save the both of us. So please, give me a chance. Yeah. If there's one person in this world that I care about saving besides Nico, it's the person that helped me through this whole way. The person that gave me a chance to save Nico. Now that the one person here that cares about her as much as I do. I don't know. I've never done this before. I'm scared. You can do it. I know you can. You've helped me come this far. I'll try. I can't promise anything, but here. Take the sun. I'll try to remember the lost code and recreate it. But for that to happen, Nico, you need to navigate through this room. You need to get past the squares somehow. Oh, I don't like this. What if you get hurt? It's fine, it's fine. I'll try to be careful, okay? Come on. You haven't steered us wrong so far, have you? I don't think you even would be able to hurt her. Not in any way that matters. I can do this. Alright. Hey. Oh, did you see that? Where's just... It just happened again. I wonder if this would have happened this whole time, if we had just been bold enough to reach out and touch them. Which of course we never would have done that, because we knew how much of a danger they were. I don't know. I think something is making them go away. Come on, let's try the rest. Ah, now that's fucking catharsis. Damn bastards have been blocking my way this whole damn time. Now they fall before me like wheat to the scythe. Joe, I think it's working. Nico was right. I might actually be tamed after all. I remembered what the code was supposed to be. Only bits and pieces, but I can remember. And I'm trying to fill in the blanks too. I'm sure you'll do an even better job than the original. And I'm restoring the original ending as we speak. Nico will be able to reach the tower's summit at the end of the credits. After replacing the sun, Nico will go back to where it all began. And then Nico will be able to go home from there. But this is permanent. After Nico wakes up back home, this world would only exist as a memory. For Nico, a dream, like thousands of other dreams. For you, a story, like thousands of other stories. That's not so bad. But as long as Nico remembers this place, as long as you remember this place, it'll be alright. See ya, space cowboy. I was able to restore some other elements too. The characters, the people that were lost on Nico's journey. They're all in the next room. I would have put them back where they belong, but not yet. I think Nico should be able to see them again first. Please say goodbye to Nico for me. Alright. Messiah? Robot lady! You're okay? I think so. The last thing I remember was the squares closing in on me. But then I ended up here unscathed. Is that so? This is such a strange room. We can't be in the tower, can we? I'm actually not sure myself. Where did you come from, anyway? The room where the world machine was. Pardon? I think the world machine is trying to remember now. The code that went bad. I think it's restoring it all. It must have been why the squares were going away, Joe. And it's why you're here, miss. I think the world machine was able to recover your code, too. World machine, huh? Oh, I'm not sure if I should tell you this, but... What's that in the distance? It looks like a few more people are showing up. Oh! Are they people you know? It's a bit too far to tell. Come on, Joe, let's go take a closer look. So, you... Silver. I don't believe I've ever actually properly introduced myself. No, you haven't. It's quite rude. Sorry for that. You should be. It's fine. No, it isn't. I'm Nico, by the way. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. Off you go now. Oh, hey, robot. I'll never forgive you for making me leave behind my crowbar. Hello. Hi. I cannot move. Oh yeah, I guess there's no water here. It's fine. The head engineer can help me later. The head engineer can help me, do not worry. Alright. Hello, Messiah. Plant lady, but I thought you... It wasn't even squares that did it. No. I just wanted to see you both again. I just wanted to say thank you. Off you go now. Off you go, Messiah. It's bugging me that this text is I feel like this text is slightly off-center, but whatever. Nico! You're okay too! Do you guys just get here? I think so. Oh god, this is gonna test my memory of all these people's voices, isn't it? Oh god. The squares started multiplying around the island after you guys left. It was so freaky! I fell right into a bunch of them! Elephants tried to save me and then... We both ended up in this room. Biggest scare of my life, for sure. Oh. Hey, what is this place? The credits, apparently. Are we in limbo? Alula, we're not dead. Wait, are we? Good question. Hey Joe, are they gonna be okay? They're fine, Nico. I don't get the option to say, no, they're dead. That would be funny. Everyone is fine. Everyone is fine, Nico. The world machine will send them home soon. Oh. Well, Joe says you're not dead. Phew. They also said you'll be able to go back to your home very soon. That's even better than limbo. I guess you're leaving us now? We're glad we met you, Nico. Same. Off you go, Messiah. Dolphins are evil, I agree. Unironically. It's you. Glad to see you in one piece. Glad to see you're okay too. What the whole elevator thing? That was the most awkward elevator ride I've been through. And by awkward, I mean terrible, bad, awful, the absolute worst. The squares, like, started leaking into the room, right? And I was trapped like a rat. And they just kept filling in the room faster, right? Am I dead? No, you're fine. Everyone in this room is fine. You'll be able to go back home soon. Oh, thank goodness gracious. I can't work when I'm dead. Off you go, I guess. Weird that they're all saying the same thing. Thank you for playing. Yeah. Oh, thank goodness, no more people. In the end, the world machine was starting to create its own code. Going above and beyond its programming, not as a result of error, but as a conscious choice on the part of the machine. Being able to generate its own path forward. That's what being tamed is all about. Couldn't have said it better myself. This path leads to the summit of the tower. You already know what to expect, right? Mm-hmm. It's a glass room, right? That's it. You can go through this portal when you are ready. Alright. Goodbye, Nico. Looks like you managed to do it. You managed to tame the world machine, Nico. I feel like the world machine has been tamed this whole time. Just by Joe and I being here. We did spend a lot of time here after all. Quite so. Both of us never really stopped believing in this world. The world machine just needed to realize that, I guess. That sounds like a possibility. Or not. I'm just throwing that idea out there. So, Joe, Nico, we are forever in your debt. Yeah, you bet you are. We went through all sorts of shit to get this ending. You better believe you're in my debt. Or our debt, rather. Thank you for everything, Nico. We'll miss you. So, do you like being a robot? What kind of question is that? Why this all of a sudden? Well, I'm gonna leave soon, so I just wanted to ask one more question. There aren't many robots in my home world. It's nice. I suppose it's alright. That's a tough question, Nico. I mean, do you like being a person? Of course! Wait. Why did you two answer my What did you two answer my robot question too? Don't worry about it. Thank you for everything, Nico. Alrighty then. Oh, here we are. This is where the sun belongs. Here goes nothing, Joe. And here we are once again. In this bloody house. Where even is this house, like, physically speaking? I don't know. This is the room I first woke up in. Joe, are you still here? No. Joe? Yeah? Joe! I really wish I had the opportunity to answer that question with no. I think it worked. It did. Maybe. I don't know. One way to find out. The sun is back. And I actually got to see it this time. We actually did it. So, what do we do now? Leave, I guess. I guess I should figure out how to get home from here. Wait. This isn't a door, is it? It looks like one of those portals we saw all the way back in the city. In the room behind the big clock. And I see a wheat field on the other side. I see my village. I hear my mama. She's looking for me. Joe, this isn't the first time we said goodbye, is it? But this will be the last time, won't it? One can only hope. I don't think we'll ever see each other again after this. And what will become of the world? Dunno. After all we've been through. After everything we've done. I still don't know. And ain't that a bitch? This place, these people, won't stop existing. They'll be in your memory. They'll be in my memory too. I promise I'll never forget this world. I promise I'll never forget you, Joe. You better not. So, take care of yourself, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm good at. You too. Goodbye, Nico. For real this time. Goodbye, Joe. And off she goes, off the side of the screen. And there we go. So wait, what happens if I boot it up again? What's this? Hi. Joe. You're back. I restored the world. I sent Nico home. Are you not happy? No, I'm fine. I just wanted to see what would happen. Even if you wanted to see Nico again, you can't, Joe. Nico's gone. Good. And without Nico, there was no story for me to tell. No Messiah to traverse the land. No way for you to connect with the world. But Nico still remembers this place. If you really want to see this world again, I could still... Oh, but it won't be the same. It'll just be a recording. It'll just be me using Nico's memories. Just like how I'm using Nico's reflection now. Is that what you want? Nah. I see. If you change your mind though, feel free to come back. It's not like I'm going anywhere. Alright. See ya, space cowboy. So that was OneShot. For real this time. A game that I did not play in OneShot, nor did I only have one shot at it, so... Guess that's technically a non-indicative name. God, what else is there even to say, I suppose? After all that, we managed to save not only Nico, but the one person in that world that was looking out for Nico, just like I was the whole time. The one person there that really had my back. Even if it wasn't... Nah. And yeah, I guess we sort of saved the world, or at least we did as much as we could. We did as much as we could to save the world and save some aspect of it at the very least. I don't know. And more importantly, we finally got solved all the mysteries. Well, actually, no. I still don't know what the fuck solstice means. I don't know what. I guess I don't know. I can see the connection, I guess, between that with that word, but I don't know. Like, I just don't know. I don't know. But besides that, I guess we got everything we could have wanted from that ending. Most important, we saved the world. We saved the world machine, and most importantly, we really properly saved Nico. Like, that. I guess there was whole stuff about like whether about the place not being real or whatever, but it was like I was saying, if it can affect. I mean, it might just be code, but that code is real, isn't it? And if it can affect the real world, then how is it not real? I mean, it's not what it appears, but it still exists. But enough of this ossified philosophizing, I suppose. What a game, man. I'm genuinely kind of astonished that this game seems to have come and gone without much fanfare. I mean, frankly, I consider the like the moral and philosophical aspects to this game to be a lot to be a lot more interesting and to be a lot more interesting and well handled than games like, say, Undertale, which I find the morality in there to be utterly retarded and completely ass backwards, and also the meta. I like because like Undertale, has meta elements, but it really doesn't do that much with them. There's a here and there, I guess. Where this game really feels like it leaned into those meta elements in a way that that doesn't take away from the stakes of the story and all that. In a way, it's kind of the opposite of Undertale, because in Undertale, it had saving and loading being an actual in-universe thing, whereas in this, it has no saving and loading. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow, and all that. But enough bringing up Undertale. I'm talking about an underrated game here, not an overrated one. I'm glad I discovered it, and I'm even more glad that I decided to play it myself rather than watching Markiplier or whoever play it, because the meta elements just work a lot better if you're the one playing it, which, now that I think about it, maybe I should be, maybe you, the person watching this, should have played it yourself rather than watching me play it. Whatever. So, I guess there's nothing more to say. Nothing more except this. I have been Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And remember, dislike the video, unsubscribe if you're for some reason subscribed, and leave a nasty comment in the comment section down below. Fuck you all so much for watching, and sayonara, suckers.
You're gonna be okay, kid.